Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm bringing you my CDM build for pro clubs on FIFA 21. Now this build is like my go-to build when it comes to like competitive games. If ever playing an 11v11 match on VFL or just like an 11s tournament or anything like that, and I'm throwing in CDM for some reason, which I probably wouldn't be, but in case I was, this is the build I would use. Now for those that know about CDM in this game and defensive midfielders and all that, there's like 3 or 4 different positions you could probably try and use and have pretty good results with in this game. But the one I'm going to focus on today, and the one I'm going to show you and show all my traits and all that good stuff, is the left wing back or the right wing back build. Now obviously in CDM you can play a bunch of variety of builds. So you can play CDM obviously, the left back build, the right back build, the left wing back, the right wing back, which I guess count as, you know, one each kind of thing. But then you get centre mid as well, the left mid or right mid. You know, there's a bunch of variety in midfield. It depends on obviously what kind of formation you're playing, who you're playing with, a 2DM formation, 1DM. Are you playing like 11s, or are you playing small man kind of thing? It depends on what you're doing, but there's so many variety of builds you can use in defensive midfield. But like I said, the one I'm focusing on today is the wing back build. Now I'll show you why I do focus on that build in this video. But before we get to that, I want to say thank you all for the support on these build videos, by the way. If you look from my channel and look at all the recent builds I've made, the video is just skyrocket, man. It's crazy. Thank you all for that. I'm glad you guys enjoy these videos. Thank you all for the support on them. I appreciate it. Obviously, if you enjoyed this one, please leave a like. They'd be much appreciated. Subscribe if you are new, all that good stuff. But yeah, no, for real, thank you all for the support and love on the build videos. I feel like I'm becoming a bit of a build pro clubs YouTuber to a point, you know what I mean? Pro clubs builds and all this kind of stuff. I do play a lot of the game, so I guess I do have a bit of knowledge on, like, you know, most positions in the game, other than goalkeeper really. But the rest of it, man, I've played like thousands, probably like 10,000 games in 2 years of pro clubs recently. So yeah, I've been grinding, all on Twitch by the way, so make sure you guys check the description below for twitch.tv/SamTapTap. I'm there every single day playing pro clubs. So yeah, anyway, enough of that. Let me show you the build. Right, so as you can see, we've gone for the left wing back build here. Obviously, left wing back and right wing back are exactly the same. Also, just left or right, basically. But the wing back build is the important part. But yeah, we've gone for 5'10", 99 pounds, alright? And the reason for 5'10" being a CDM in the middle of the park is obviously you want a bit of height. So imagine that you get a goal kick from the other team. It comes down to the midfield. You can head it. You know, obviously, you've got an option to head the ball. Not being too short, but still being, you know, tall enough to get a header, obviously keeping the pace but not to being too tall either. So, and the weight obviously 99 to obviously keep the, you know, weight down, keep your pace, keep you fast, keep you agile as well. Agility in the CDM, I think, in my opinion, is you know, underappreciated, shall we say, because it's important itself to be like a Kante, you know, get around, be a quick turn left or right, try and tackle someone kind of thing. Obviously off the ball as well, so you're going to sprint around, trying to hustle people down, pressure them, close them down, all that kind of stuff. So in my opinion, to press effectively as a CDM, you have to have that weight quite low to get the high agility. But yeah, getting straight into the physical traits, as you can see, we've got the strength and the jumping. Alright, the jumping, like I said before, about trying to win balls from goal kicks and all this kind of stuff in midfield, that's for that. So obviously out-jump attackers that you're up against in CDM. And the strength is just like a little bit of a boost, you know what I mean? The strength isn't super important in my opinion, because when you've got mad pace, you don't need strength. So, but just maybe if you're up against it, one-on-one with an attacker trying to out-strength him kind of thing, bush him off the ball, you can help with that a little bit. So that's just quite nice to have. Obviously, being a DM in midfield, you want all the defending traits, so every single thing maxed out in defense. That's pretty standard. Now, onto the dribbling. We've got quite a bit of dribbling. Like I said, the agility is important. You want to max out the agility as much as you can. So I've done that here, and the balance as well, super important. But we've got some skill moves because they're always quite fun to do. And we've got the 5-star skills there. Add it all up. Obviously, this is optional. If you don't want to be much of a skillet in midfield, you know, obviously, it's quite a risk if you've got 5-star skills as a DM, and you try and like outskill the opponent and you lose the ball as a CDM. You're most likely going to concede because you lose the ball in a crucial area in midfield, and you're not going to help your teammates at all. So at your own risk, run 5-star skills. I like to do it because it's kind of fun. If in case you ever want to make a bursting run forward, you've got an attacking option with skills to be able to get past someone, all this kind of stuff. It can be quite helpful sometimes if you ever want to skill move your way out of a tricky situation in midfield. So I have it for that reason. But obviously it's optional. If you don't want to use the 5-star skills, you can throw it on more strength, for example, down here. Or, you know, throw it on passing for a bit. As I'll get through, you'll see more traits in a minute. But you get the idea. There is an option there to take off the skill moves of both if you want to save yourself some 6 skill points if you don't want skill moves. Which, like I said, you can use on passing, a bit more strength, all this kind of stuff. But me being a bit of a flair player, I like having my skill moves. So I throw it on the skill moves there. But just know it's optional, you can take them off, save 6 skill points and put it on somewhere else. But again, similar to my last build video, you would have seen I didn't use the dribbling advanced focus or the ball control speciality. Mainly because of the things above me you can see. They have negative impacts on the agility and the balance. And like I said, how important that is for, you know, trying to press the opponent when they're on the ball as a DM. Trying to get the ball back, you want to be able to quickly turn as quickly as obviously the attackers, because you know how much agility and balance the attackers have in this game. You kind of want to match it to a point as a defender. So this is what I'm going for here. And that's why I've not used those traits. Now onto the passing, we got a little bit of passing, is short passing mostly, a little bit of long passing as well. Just because obviously in CDM, you can be a very creative player. A lot of the attacks that you may have in 11v11 or VFL Pro clubs will come from a CDM picking up the right LBY or L1 triangle, or right pass behind the defense kind of thing, or trying to cut between the lines kind of thing, all this kind of stuff. A passing trait, like I said, you could take off the 5-star skills and throw it more on passing, and you'd be an unreal player, I tell you, with an absolute hella build. So you get some incredible stats, incredible traits. And if you want to do that, for example, you're winning. So I 100% recommend that if you're not into the skill moves. Throw it more on passing, because CDM is super important for attack. Now moving on to shooting, and I've only got the 4-star skill moves. That's it. Like I said, this skill tree here, as always in every single build video, I say it every single time, but this skill tree here for the weak foot is an absolute godsend. It only costs 9 skill points to get a 4-star weak foot in this game, which is quite cheap. You know, it's not that bad at all. And I highly recommend it for almost every single build in the game. Now this is where I've gone complete, probably overkill, but almost necessity as well. I've maxed out the pace in CDM, mainly because, like I said, when you compare yourself to an attacker as a DM, you want to be able to match them as best as you can. And every attacker in pro clubs, I'm sure you guys are aware of it, they're super quick, like 99 pace, 99 acceleration, all this kind of stuff. So you want to be able to match them as best as you can. You don't want to get left for dust when you chase them back or track them back. And even in pressing as well. Say someone's got the ball in midfield and you're pressing them down, you're super quick, you're straight on them, lightning fast, no messing about, and this obviously will help with that. And obviously we have no goalkeeper traits, saving them all for more important things as a CDM. But I'll scroll through these traits once again, just in case you missed anything or whatever, want to pause the video and use it for yourself. But there is options with this build, like I said, if you want to take a bit of strength off maybe, and throw it on the passing again, like I said, it's super important for a CDM to be creative. Add it onto the curve a little bit, you know what I mean? You can get all this like creative passing, LBYs over the top of defenders. I don't see it coming. You know, the CDM's playing a pass in behind for a striker. You don't really expect it, do you? So the passing is very important for a DM. But there is options. Like I said, if you don't really care about passing too much, you can take it off. If you don't plan on being a creative midfielder, you can just throw it on the strength. All this kind of stuff. Go absolutely crazy. And the jumping as well, and you can just max out your stats in physical and not worry about the passing. So there's options here for both kind of a creative DM as well as obviously a robust, a strength monster in the middle. But yeah, personally, you know, I like to use my skill moves. So I'm gonna just quickly whack back on my 5-star skills before I forget, because I love my 5-star skills. They're really fun, alright? But that's going to be it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thank you all for watching. I just came from watching Chelsea beat Spurs 1-0. Being a Chelsea fan, I felt pretty great about it. We've got Thomas Tuchel, the initials on the tactics board. So, it's a good day for me. But now, for real, thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you have any more recommendations or builds you want to see me try, please let me know in the comments below. That'd be great. But yeah, what's up? I hope you guys enjoyed as always. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on Twitch or in the next video. Adios, amigos.